Good morning, my friends. Today I have a message for you, a declaration, a manifesto. But this isn't just my manifesto, it's yours. It's the one your heart has been trying to scream out. The one buried under the noise of doubt, fear, and distraction. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly alive? I'm talking about that pulse-pounding, fire in your belly, I can conquer the world kind of feeling. For many of us, that feeling is a distant memory. Why? Because life gets in the way. Fear sneaks in. We shrink instead of stand tall. But not today. Today we break free. You're here because you're ready for more. You're tired of playing small, tired of settling, tired of waiting for permission to live a bold, vibrant, and extraordinary life. And let me tell you, if you stay with me, if you lean into this conversation, you will walk away with the tools, the mindset, and the energy to reclaim your life. There is a force inside you, an undeniable, unshakable energy that has been present since the day you took your first breath. It's not something you need to earn or find, it's something you need to remember. Personal power is not given to us by others. It's not handed down like an award, nor does it depend on the approval of society. It is innate. It is the birthright of every human being, and it's waiting for you to reclaim it. So why do so many of us feel powerless? Why do we stumble through life questioning our worth, doubting our capabilities, and shrinking in the face of challenges? It's because we've allowed fear to creep into the corners of our lives. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These fears become the stories we tell ourselves, creating a false narrative that convinces us to play small. But what if I told you that the only thing separating you from the life you dream of is your willingness to stand up and claim what's already yours? Claiming your personal power means taking radical responsibility for your life. It's acknowledging that while you can't control every circumstance, you can always control your response. You have the power to choose your thoughts, your actions, and the meaning you assign to events. And in that choice lies freedom. When you recognize this, you stop waiting for someone else to rescue you. You stop blaming external factors for your dissatisfaction. You stop hoping for a miracle and start creating one. This power isn't about dominance or control over others, it's about control over yourself. It's about developing the courage to face your fears head on and say, I see you, but you don't control me. It's about silencing the inner critic that tells you you're not good enough, strong enough, or smart enough. It's about deciding that your life is worth living fully, passionately, and without apology. True personal power comes from alignment with your values, your purpose, and your vision for the future. It's not about doing what's easy, it's about doing what's right for you. This kind of power demands honesty. It requires you to look inward, to confront the parts of yourself you've ignored or avoided. It asks you to own your strengths and your flaws, your wins and your losses, and to love yourself through it all. When you claim your personal power, you begin to see the world differently. Obstacles become opportunities for growth. Failures transform into lessons. The opinions of others lose their grip on you because you know who you are and what you stand for. You stop waiting for permission to live boldly, and you start giving yourself the permission to go after what you want. Your power is the engine of your destiny. It's the fire that will fuel your dreams and the anchor that will keep you steady when storms arise. It's time to stop doubting, stop hesitating, and stop playing small. It's time to step into the life you were meant to live. The question isn't whether you have this power. The question is, will you claim it? Our lives are shaped not just by the experiences we have, but by the stories we tell ourselves about those experiences. These stories, whether empowering or destructive, create the framework through which we view the world and our place in it. Limiting beliefs are the silent saboteurs in this narrative. They are the thoughts and assumptions that whisper, you're not enough, you can't do this, or this is just the way life is. These beliefs don't come from nowhere. They are often born from fear, past failures, or even the words of others that we've internalized as truth. But here's the thing, limiting beliefs are lies. They are not absolute truths, they are interpretations, shadows on the wall that only appear real because we've given them power. These beliefs don't define you. You define you. And the moment you decide to confront and dismantle them, you open the door to a version of yourself that is limitless, capable, and extraordinary. Breaking free from limiting beliefs starts with awareness. You have to become conscious of the scripts running in your mind. What are the things you tell yourself every day? When an opportunity arises, do you think, I can't do that? When faced with a challenge, do you say, I'll never succeed? Pay attention to these thoughts because they are the keys to identifying the beliefs holding you back. Once you bring them into the light, you can question them. Ask yourself, is this belief true? What evidence do I have to support it? Often you'll find that the belief crumbles under scrutiny. For example, if you've always told yourself, I'm not good at public speaking, challenge that. Were there times when you spoke confidently, even in small settings? Can you learn and improve with practice? The answer is almost always yes. The next step is to replace these limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Create a new story, one that reflects your strengths, your potential, and your aspirations. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, declare, I am capable and always improving. Instead of I'll never succeed, affirm, every step I take brings me closer to success. Words have power. The language you use to describe yourself and your abilities shapes your reality. But words alone are not enough. Breaking free from limiting beliefs requires action. Start small. Take one step that contradicts the belief you're challenging. If you believe you're not creative, sit down and write, draw, or brainstorm for just 10 minutes. If you believe you're not strong, hit the gym and lift something heavier than you did yesterday. Action creates evidence, and evidence rewires your brain to see new possibilities. Finally, surround yourself with people and environments that uplift you. Limiting beliefs often thrive in negativity, criticism, or doubt. Choose relationships that encourage you, spaces that inspire you, and voices that remind you of your worth. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the barrier of belief. Break it down, rewrite the story. Step into a world where your potential is limitless and your future is yours to create. You have the power to transform your life, not someday, but today. It begins the moment you decide to believe in yourself. Boldness is the unshakable courage to act despite fear, the willingness to push beyond your comfort zone and embrace the unknown with full force. It is the quiet confidence that whispers you can do this even when everything around you screams you can't. Boldness is the spark that transforms dreams into reality, the spark that propels us from where we are to where we want to be. But too often we hesitate, we wait for the perfect moment, for all the stars to align, for the fear to vanish. And in the waiting, we lose time. In the hesitation, we lose momentum. Transformation never happens without boldness. If you're waiting for the perfect plan, the ideal set of circumstances, or a guarantee of success before you make a move, you will be waiting forever. Boldness doesn't wait for certainty, it creates it. Boldness is the courage to step into the unknown, to take that first step even when the road ahead is unclear. It's the decision to trust that your actions will lead you somewhere greater than where you are now, even if the journey seems daunting. This kind of boldness is not about being reckless or impulsive, it's about choosing to act with intention. Even when the risks seem high, it's about refusing to let fear dictate your choices. Think about the people you admire the most, the ones who've made a lasting impact in the world. They didn't get there by playing it safe. They made bold moves, took chances, and committed to their vision despite the obstacles they faced. Whether it was starting a business with nothing but an idea, moving to a new city with no job lined up, or speaking out against the norm, boldness is what set them apart. But here's the truth, boldness doesn't come from a lack of fear. It comes from the decision to act in spite of it. Fear is always present. The key is not to wait for fear to go away, but to take action, even when it's there. Boldness requires you to acknowledge fear, understand it, and then move forward anyway. It's a mindset that says, I'm not going to let fear stop me from pursuing what I believe is right. Transformation begins when you choose to be bold, when you choose to take the first step, even if it's uncertain, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you don't have all the answers. In those moments of bold action, something incredible happens, you grow. You stretch beyond what you thought was possible. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You find a deeper version of yourself, one that knows its worth and its power. Boldness is contagious. When you take bold action, others around you are inspired to do the same. Your courage to take that first step ignites a fire in others, creating a ripple effect that spreads far beyond what you can see. Boldness encourages others to dream bigger, take risks, and go after what they truly want in life. If you're waiting for the perfect moment to start, I'm telling you now it will never come. But the perfect moment to take bold action is right now. Your transformation is waiting for you to take that first step, to choose to be bold, to choose to trust in yourself and your potential. Embrace boldness as your tool for change, and you'll be amazed at how much your life will shift, how much you'll evolve, and how quickly your dreams will start to take shape. Commitment is the invisible force that drives us, the unrelenting energy that fuels our actions and keeps us moving toward our goals, even when obstacles appear and motivation wanes. It's not the enthusiasm you feel on the first day of a new project or resolution. It's not the excitement that comes with a fresh start. Commitment is what keeps you going when the initial thrill fades, when the path gets tough, when the world around you seems to question your every decision. It's the quiet determination to stay true to your goals, to show up every single day, regardless of how you feel or what's going on in your life. True commitment isn't fleeting. It's not something you muster up when it's convenient. It's a lifestyle. It's a decision you make every day, often multiple times a day. When you commit to something, you give it your time, your energy, and your focus. You invest in it, even when the results are not immediate, even when the road ahead is unclear. This type of commitment is the foundation for lasting success, and without it, motivation alone will never be enough to sustain you. Think about the times in your life when you've truly achieved something remarkable, something that required consistent effort and perseverance. Maybe it was training for a marathon, building a career, or mastering a new skill. In those moments, it wasn't your initial excitement that kept you going, it was your commitment to the process. Commitment is what makes the difference between those who dream and those who achieve. It's the willingness to stick with something through the inevitable challenges, to keep going when it feels like progress is slow, to remain dedicated even when the world around you is distracted or uncertain. One of the most powerful things about commitment is that it creates momentum. The more committed you are to something, the more energy it draws from you, and the more energy you put into it, the faster it grows. Commitment is like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and requires effort, but as it builds momentum, it picks up speed and power. If you've ever started something, whether it's a new exercise routine, a business venture, or a creative project, you've likely experienced the transformative effect of commitment. At first, you may have doubted yourself, questioned whether it was worth it, or struggled to see results. But as you remained committed, as you kept showing up no matter what, things began to change. The effort became easier, the results more visible, and you began to believe in your own power to create change. However, commitment is not without its challenges. There will be days when you want to quit, when you feel exhausted, when the world feels like it's conspiring against you. But it is in those moments that commitment becomes your greatest ally. It's the willingness to show up when you don't feel like it that separates those who succeed from those who fall short. Success isn't just about having a vision, it's about having the commitment to see that vision through no matter what. Commitment also requires resilience, the ability to bounce back after setbacks, to keep moving forward when life knocks you down. It's the resilience to understand that failure is not the end, but a part of the journey. When you're committed to something, failure becomes a lesson, not a defeat. You get back up, adjust your approach, and keep going. Commitment is a powerful force. It is the energy that sustains you, the driving force behind every achievement and every breakthrough. When you make a commitment to something, whether it's to yourself or your dream, you are essentially declaring that nothing is more important than your pursuit of growth and excellence. And that level of dedication will carry you through challenges, push you past fear, and ultimately help you become the person you are meant to be. Success is a word that has been defined for us in countless ways by society, by media, and by the people around us. We've been told that success means a big house, a fancy car, a high-powered career, or accumulating wealth. These external markers of success are often what we chase, believing they will bring us happiness, fulfillment, and validation. But what if I told you that success doesn't look the same for everyone? What if I told you that success isn't defined by what you have, but by who you are and the impact you make in the world? True success is deeply personal. It's about finding alignment between your actions, your values, and your purpose. It's about waking up each day feeling fulfilled, knowing that you're on a path that feels meaningful to you, not because it's what others expect, but because it resonates with your soul. This kind of success doesn't depend on external accolades, likes, or approval. It comes from an inner peace that says, I am exactly where I am meant to be. The first step in redefining success is to ask yourself what truly matters to you. What do you want your life to represent? What are your deepest values? What do you want to contribute to the world? And how do you want to be remembered? These are the questions that lead to authentic success. It's about living in alignment with your truth, not conforming to someone else's vision of success. If you've ever felt disconnected or unfulfilled, it might be because you've been chasing someone else's version of success. When you redefine success on your terms, you stop measuring your worth based on comparisons. You let go of the need to compete with others or to prove yourself. You stop looking at other people's achievements as a reflection of what you should be doing. Instead, you focus on your own journey, your own growth, and your own unique path. It's about setting goals that matter to you, not goals that look good on paper or that are designed to impress others. When success is defined by your inner standards, it becomes much more attainable because you're not measuring it by arbitrary or external metrics. This shift in perspective also allows for greater happiness and satisfaction. When you define success for yourself, it's no longer about the elusive next thing that you need to acquire or achieve. It's about being present, appreciating the journey, and embracing the process. The greatest success is not in the destination, but in the person you become along the way. When you make progress towards your own vision, even in small steps, you experience success every day. Redefining success also gives you the freedom to explore different aspects of life. It gives you the courage to pursue passions that might not make you rich or famous, but that bring you joy and fulfillment. It allows you to choose relationships, work, and experiences that are meaningful to you rather than those that are socially prescribed or expected. Success becomes about living authentically, staying true to your values, and creating a life that is uniquely yours. This new definition of success frees you from the tyranny of comparison. You don't need to measure up to someone else's standards or chase after their achievements. You are free to live your life as you see fit, to pursue what brings you joy, to make mistakes and learn from them, and to define what success looks like for you in each moment. It's not about perfection, it's about progress and authenticity. So ask yourself, what does success truly look like for you? When you redefine success on your terms, you reclaim the power to live your life according to your values, desires, and dreams. You no longer have to seek approval or validation from the outside world. Success becomes about the quiet satisfaction of knowing that you are living in alignment with your truest self. And that, my friend, is the only success that truly matters. Living with purpose and presence is the foundation for a life of meaning, fulfillment, and joy. It means waking up each day with a clear sense of why you're here and what you're meant to contribute to the world. It means being fully engaged in each moment, not distracted by past regrets or future anxieties, but living in the now where your power lies. Too often, we let life pass us by while we chase after the next goal, worry about what's to come, or regret what's already been. But when you choose to live with purpose and presence, you make a conscious decision to be fully alive in every moment, to embrace the opportunities and experiences that life offers, and to do so with intention. Purpose is not something you find in a job title or a paycheck, it's something that comes from within. It's the deeper calling that makes you feel alive, the reason you get out of bed every morning and give your best effort. Purpose is what keeps you going through challenges, what pushes you to keep growing, and what inspires you to take action even when the road ahead is unclear. Without purpose, life can feel aimless and disconnected, but when you live with purpose, you wake up with a clear sense of direction. Your actions are aligned with your values, and each day becomes an opportunity to bring your purpose to life. But purpose alone is not enough. You also need presence, the ability to fully experience and appreciate the moment you're in. So often we're so focused on achieving future goals or fixated on past mistakes that we forget to live in the present. We may be physically here, but our minds are elsewhere, distracted by worry, stress, or regrets. Living with presence means letting go of distractions and being mentally and emotionally engaged in what you're doing right now. Whether you're at work, with loved ones, or even in moments of solitude, being present allows you to connect more deeply with the people around you and with yourself. It brings clarity, peace, and a sense of calm because you are fully immersed in the experience of the moment. When you combine purpose and presence, you unlock the potential to live a truly extraordinary life. Living with purpose allows you to feel that your life has meaning, that every action you take is part of something bigger than yourself. And living with presence allows you to enjoy the journey, to appreciate the beauty of each moment, and to be fully engaged in creating the life you desire. Purpose gives you a reason to strive, but presence ensures that you don't miss the beauty of the path. Too many of us chase success without stopping to appreciate the progress we've made or the lessons we've learned along the way. We often get caught in the future, always waiting for the next thing to bring us happiness. But purpose and presence remind us that happiness isn't something that comes later, it's something we can experience now. Living with purpose and presence also connects us to others. When we show up with purpose in our relationships and in our work, we create a ripple effect. Our energy, our enthusiasm, our commitment to our mission, and our openness to others inspire those around us to do the same. We become living examples of what it looks like to be fully alive, fully engaged, and fully present in the world. So let today be the day you commit to living with purpose and presence. Let go of distractions, let go of regrets, and embrace the present moment. Clarify your purpose, connect with your inner values, and take inspired action. You are here for a reason, and every moment you spend aligned with that reason is a moment that brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. The world needs your presence, your purpose, and your energy. So be here now and show up fully to the life that's waiting for you.